Identify the type of solid and volume for each figure below. Then find the volume of each figure. For cylinders, leave your answer in terms of pi. So if we take a look at our first problem, letter A, what we have is we have a prism. A cylinder has a round base, and we don't have a round base. The formula, and you can look at your green paper, is the area of the base times the height. That's how we find the volume. So when we do our calculation, what we're going to do is our base is a rectangle. So really, when I look at this, the base is going to be length times width. Sometimes teachers teach it as little b times h, base times height. But ultimately what we're going to multiply is we're going to multiply 1 times 5.75. That's going to give us the area of the base, and then times the height is 9.8. Now if you multiply that in a different order, you would still get the same value. So say you did 5.75 times 9.8 and then times 1, you're still going to get the same answer. Now, I can't pull up Desmos on the screen here on the computer, so I'm going to type this into the calculator. Again, it doesn't matter the order. Let's see if we get light a little bit better. So if we multiply 1 times 5.75 times 9.8, we get 56.35, and I did not specify a unit or decimal spaces, so we'll just write the whole thing, 56.35, and we're working with cubic inches. Again, on these types of problems, what we've got is a prism. The cylinder has a circular base, and once again, the formula for the volume of a prism is the area of the base, that's what the big B stands for, times the height. So when we look at this, we see up here that our base, and I can kind of highlight it here with my pencil, is a triangle. So the formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. So this is going to be 1/2 times 35 times 7. Base, height. The thing is, that's the area of the base. That's the big B. So then our only other number that we have to multiply by is going to be by the 18. And again, we'll pull up Desmos, we'll pull up our calculator, and we'll multiply those all together. So 1/2 times 35 times 7 times 18, and that gives us 2205 millimeters cubed. Again, volumes measured in cubic units. As we look at the last part on number 1, the first two parts were prisms, but this time we do have a round base, which qualifies us for a cylinder. The formula for the volume of a cylinder is the area of the base, which is a circle, so it's pi r squared, that's a formula for the area of a circle, times the height. And if we look up here, we have to be really careful, because in this particular problem, the diameter of our cylinder is 3. So what we need is we need the radius, and the radius is going to be half of that amount. So half of 3 is 1.5, and then we can figure out what our answer is. So we're going to, for the volume, we're going to have pi times the radius squared times the height. Well, the height of this cylinder is 1. Remember that it says for cylinders, leave our answer in terms of pi. So we're going to have something pi inches cubed to finish. And then we're just going to take the 1.5 squared times the 1. Again, we could type that into Desmos. I just can't get Desmos on the screen here. So we're going to do 1.5 squared times 1. And that's going to give us 2.25. So this is going to be 2.25 pi inches cubed.